cast. But all I'm doing with this is that see that? Oh, I lost it. Yeah, they just grabbed hold of that. Hi guys, Woodsman500 here. I just finished up one of my videos there on the buck. Get it out here. The buck red point. That review I just did here today. Good knife. Watch the review if you haven't seen it. It's well worth watching. So I'm just doing another knife review here today. This one is actually Gerber, is the brand name. Big Rock Camp Knife. There's the packaging right there. And of course I have my Woodsman500 talking points. And there's just a couple things that I'll just be looking at them down here and looking at them as we go through the video. Here's just the information that came off the website on the knife. There's the knife there, as you can see. $43.50. I paid a little bit more than that at Canadian Tire. But there's all the website information. Just go to their website. There's a lot of good stuff, and I can say this for Gerber: they've improved by leaps and bounds, just incredibly. They've done an excellent job with this knife, and I've just from looking at different knives that I've seen on their website, they've definitely improved. Still need work on their multi-tools though, because they're not quite up to top quality, and they need to work on their folding knives as well. But other than that, their fixed blades are definitely the best knives that they offer at Gerber. So I'm going to tilt it down. You can see the knife that I got. This is actually the partially serrated version of the knife. You can see right there. Very good serrations on that. I talked a little bit about that in my buck red point review. Very good serrations on the blade. Nice good metal that comes with it. The thing that is most important here, full tang design. That's a hunk of steel that goes all the way down through the handle. But a very good blade. I like it a lot. The sheath is kind of corny. I'll get into some of the things that when we get into it. Yeah, the blade is full flat, almost full flat ground, except for up in here a little bit. But it's pretty well full flat ground. It's partially serrated. I love the serrations on this. Very well done. Full tang, once again, very great for hard use. It's got a little lanyard hold on the back there if you wanted to tie a lanyard onto it, but I'll get into that later. The blade shape is pretty good. Like I said, full flat ground, drop point blade, as you can see. Great for skinning any type of game that you have. It kind of narrows down kind of quickly when it gets to the point. But all knives technically do that. I talked about a little bit about that in my red point review as well. The handle is kind of a corny, cheesy plastic stuff. It's almost like the material in the buck red point. It's really grippy, really good feeling knife to have and use. Yeah, very good. It's kind of beat up around the edges though, where I've been using it a little bit, especially near the back where I've been hammering with it and stuff. It gets kind of beat up after a while. Maybe if you knew what you're doing, maybe power cord wrap the handle. I've seen people do that in certain reviews on Gerber knives, but I think I'll just keep it the way it is from the factory. The sheath is it's just a nylon sheath. It's kind of corny though, because for a few reasons. This little thing here is really poorly done. That just snaps around. Just keeps the knife into place. But even without that, you can pop it down in there and it won't fall out. So I don't usually have that on, but maybe if I'm really and heavy bush, I'll latch that down so I know that it's going to be there and it won't fall out. Still kind of a cheesy little weird thing. Sometimes it'll get in the way and I'll open it up and it's got a few little cuts onto it where I've done that before. But it's still a very well done sheath, a big belt loop onto it. They didn't put a tactical thing here for if you wanted to use it for like an LEB knife or anything like that. It doesn't have that onto it, but it is an option. Yeah, but a very good sheath either way. It's kind of like the Buck 119 sheath. I don't have it right on hand right now, but I compare it. The shape of the sheath is kind of weird, but it fits the knife, and that's all that matters. The serrations on it, like I said, they're very well done. They're quite shallow inside the blade, so they're not going to snap off like the Buck Red Point, like I was talking about today. And I've used these quite a bit. Also, you can see, I don't know if you can see that right there. Maybe when that tip of my finger is. Right in there. That's a perfect area for a little flint. If you were to use that in a survival situation. That's a perfect little notch for using a flint striker. But the serrations are very well done onto it. You can just get the plain edge knife. Also, that's an option, but I didn't see any at Canadian Tire, so I just got this. But I really like the shape of the knife and how it's made. Comfort, very comfortable. As you can see on the handle, it's got these little edges and it fits nice in the hand. I dressed in Rapella fillet knife review. It wasn't really big handle. This is nice and big. It fits my hands, nice and good, and it's great for doing hard work with and whittling and starting fires and stuff like that. Just regular camp tasks. The style I already addressed pretty much. It's a drop point blade. Very good looking knife too. That's what caught my eye right away, and just like, wow, that's a really nice looking knife. I should really look into it. The price, like I said, it was a little bit more expensive in the Canadian Tire than it was on the Gerber website, but that's usually along with every other knife you buy, especially if you're a Canadian. It gets quite expensive because our taxes are so high right now. Category, definitely a camp knife, all around purpose knife that you can use while you're camping, splitting wood, chopping, sawing, doing whatever, fire making, whatever you need it for, it's there. And I like it a lot. The extra features, there's a loophole in the back there. I don't usually use that very much, but in the winter sometimes I'll tie a little piece of flagging tape on that, just so if I drop it I know where it is right away. And then there's jimping on the top of the handle, really corny jimping. It's really shallow. It doesn't really do a good job of really keeping your thumb there, but I don't use that anyways. Usually I just hold it like this. But there is jimping there if that's an option you want to use. Gerber Big Rock Knife. Great blade. Awesome. First impressions were amazing. I loved it right away. As soon as I saw it, it was just awesome. Actually, the reason I'm doing this video mainly is because one of my friends said about I'm like, oh jeez, I have a knife like that. He's like, I'm thinking about picking up one. I said I'll do a review for you. Also, another extra feature that I didn't mention, these right here fits a little torque if you wanted to tighten it up or take off the handle for whatever reason. So these come off. That is another option. But a really great knife. Fits close to the leg, this sheath. Also didn't mention that. Fits really nice to the leg. But a very good knife. Well worth the money. Like I said, Gerber is improving by leaps and bounds in their knife making. And they're starting to do more custom knives, like Buck is starting to do now. More expensive, but more blade. Thanks for watching. Woodsman 500. I apologize once again for the bad quality, but you guys wanted reviews, so I'm giving them to you. Watch it for more. I still have one more knife review to go, and then I'm going to do an updated EDC, everyday carry, video, updated for 2011. So stay tuned for those two videos. They're coming soon. Watch for them. Woodsman 500. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.